I saw this breaking news. Iron Mike Tyson rushed to the hospital and stuff like that. So let me just share with you guys the details.
After suffering nausea and vertigo during a flight from Miami to Los Angeles, the 57-year-old boxing icon took to X to reassure fans that everything was alright and the fight would proceed as scheduled. Michael Bisping recently made shocking revelations about Mike Tyson's current state of poor health and asserted that he is not fit to fight on July 20th.
Know anything about ulcers, but what I do know is that the man is going to be 58 years old soon. A man in the prime of his life doesn't have a problem sitting on a plane.
The health condition of boxing legend Mike Tyson is more complicated than we previously thought. After a recent health scare, many are questioning whether the highly anticipated fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson will still take place. Initially, fans were confident that the match, scheduled for July 20th, would go ahead as planned, especially after a successful first press conference where both fighters expressed their excitement. However, concerns have arisen following a medical emergency Tyson experienced during a flight. Iron Mike had a medical emergency while flying from Miami to Los Angeles. The flight was delayed for an hour due to the sweltering heat in Miami. Fans were unaware of the emergency until Tyson's representatives later confirmed that he felt nauseous and dizzy due to an ulcer flare-up 30 minutes before landing in LA. Fortunately, Tyson received medical attention upon landing and is now reportedly doing well. According to an eyewitness on the plane, paramedics boarded after an announcement was made asking for a doctor, delaying passengers for 25 minutes. The stewardess confirmed to the eyewitness that the important passenger requiring medical attention was indeed Mike Tyson. Following this incident, fans were worried about whether the fight would proceed. To address these concerns, Mike Tyson took to social media platform X, assuring fans that he was feeling 100% and even threw a verbal jab at Paul, saying he doesn't need to be fully fit to defeat a boxing influencer. Despite this reassurance, many fans remain concerned, with some expressing their well wishes and others urging Tyson to withdraw from the fight. One fan wrote, "Mr. Tyson, please take care of yourself. There are people who look up to you with gratitude and fondness. Whether you fight or not, you will always be a champion on so many levels." Another fan echoed the sentiment, saying, "Don't fight, Mike. You've got nothing to prove." The boxing community has also reacted to Tyson's latest health scare. Boxing YouTuber Showbiz the Adult expressed significant concern, initially fearing a heart issue given Tyson's age and high-energy lifestyle. However, after learning that it was an ulcer flare-up, Showbiz was relieved and reassured his audience that Tyson was recovering well. He emphasized that Tyson, despite being 58, is in a different physical condition than most people his age. Showbiz criticized the vague and alarming headlines on social media that caused unnecessary panic among fans. Former UFC fighter Michael Bisping also shared his thoughts on Tyson's condition with a mix of concern and critique. He pointed out the problematic timing of the incident, given Tyson's upcoming fight against Jake Paul. Bisping emphasized that while Tyson is an experienced and respected boxer, his age and health are significant concerns. He explained that paramedics had to attend to Tyson on the plane due to the medical emergency, which does not bode well for promoting a fight. Bisping expressed skepticism about the severity of the ulcer, suggesting that Tyson's age might be a more significant issue. He noted that Tyson's speech cadence reflects his age and questioned Tyson's ability to sustain high performance over multiple rounds against a younger athlete like Jake Paul. Bisping criticized Jake Paul for targeting older fighters past their prime, viewing it as a strategy to enhance his record without facing true challenges. He highlighted Paul's pattern of choosing opponents like Anderson Silva and Tyron Woodley, who were significantly older or not in peak form. Despite his critical stance, Bisping expressed admiration for Tyson and hoped he could still pose a significant challenge to Paul. He concluded by urging viewers to consider the implications of Tyson's condition and the nature of the upcoming fight. Jake Paul's response to Tyson's health scare was controversial. On Monday, a day after the emergency, Paul took to his social media platform X to share his thoughts, expressing frustration over the situation. He wrote, "You love to make asterisk up before knowing the facts for clicks and likes. Nothing changed #Tyson." This response did not sit well with fans, who immediately began trolling him. One user wrote, "Be ashamed of yourself. You're fighting a 60-year-old man and claiming it's the hardest ever." Another commented, "Be ashamed of yourself. You're fighting an old man who's in a wheelchair." A third user suggested, "Jake, if you'd have anything about you here, you'd cancel the fight and face somebody else." Former MMA fighter Chael Sonnen also discussed the potential jeopardy of the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul in light of Tyson's recent medical emergency. He explored several angles that could impact the fight's continuation, emphasizing the complexities involved in such high-profile events. In summary, Mike Tyson's recent health scare has raised significant concerns about the upcoming fight with Jake Paul. While Tyson has reassured fans that he is feeling fine, many are still worried about his health and whether he should be fighting at all. The boxing community has expressed a mix of concern and criticism, highlighting the challenges of promoting a fight involving an aging legend. Jake Paul's response to the situation has been controversial, drawing backlash from fans. As the fight date approaches, the situation remains uncertain, with fans and analysts alike wondering whether the fight will or should proceed. Scene pointed out that once a fight is approved by the commission, it's unlikely to be cancelled due to media reports. However, he noted that the decision isn't solely up to Tyson and his team. Jake Paul and his management would also play a significant role based on public perception and media pressure. He explained that the media could escalate the situation by releasing more details and footage, creating a narrative that Tyson is unfit to fight. He stressed that if a public relations company tries to downplay the incident, it might backfire, leading to increased scrutiny and potentially more damaging stories. Sonnen highlighted that while the commission typically doesn't cancel fights based on internet articles, they might reconsider if substantial evidence or media pressure mounts, even if it leads to legal battles afterward. He also speculated on the business implications and logistics of replacing Tyson if the fight can't go ahead. He mentioned the possibility of elevating another fighter, such as Amanda Serrano, who is on the undercard, or even bringing in a new main event. Finding a suitable replacement for Tyson is challenging due to his unique draw and legacy. Considering potential replacements, Sonnen suggested names like Darren Till, though he acknowledged it's a stretch. He also mentioned Georgie Masvidal and Nate Diaz, despite their contractual complications with the UFC. Ultimately, he proposed Mike Perry as a realistic option due to his availability and reputation, which could satisfy both the promotional and competitive aspects needed to effectively replace Tyson. Sonnen concluded by emphasizing the necessity of having a backup plan and the likelihood that such a contingency might already be in place. He reiterated the importance of choosing a replacement who not only meets the event requirements, but also maintains the fight's credibility and appeal. Experts feel that this fight will go ahead as planned and it's too late for this epic showdown to be cancelled. But what do you think? Are you eager to see this fight happen? Let us know in the comments.